Hey, Jim, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're offering at the Somatic Festival.
Well, good question. Yes, my name's Jim. I'm living in Australia with a love for Czech Republic and Hungary and these places. And I'm going to be presenting some Feldenkrais classes and contact improv classes. So I'm really interested in discovering new ways to move, to feel, to open myself and my students up to the joys of feeling the body in movement.
And so tell me a little bit more about how Feldenkrais opens people up to exploring movement.
Well, I've been doing Feldenkrais for about 20 years and I'm just so grateful to have discovered it. It's like, I mean, it's such a wonderful, subtle way of learning, I think, is mainly, and way of receiving feedback from our environment and our moving body, so that we can learn how to feel more clearly what we're doing while we're doing it. So I found it ultimately it's just enabled me to start feeling things that I didn't even know was happening when I was younger. I had no idea the way I was using myself and organizing myself to move. And so practicing Feldenkrais has given just basically expanded my range of movement and curiosity in being alive in a moving body and in encountering the world.
So what sort of feedback do you get from people after doing a Feldenkrais class? How do they experience their body in a new way?
Well, one of the main things is that very often, people just cannot believe that after doing seemingly such little things, like they're just lying on the floor and just moving the shoulder a little bit here and there, and then going through this thing, but then they start to feel the crazy level of difference that can emerge, the amount of change that can happen after something so minimal. And I think really that starts to be quite contagious and inviting to experience that again and again, and to realize that if we learn how to feel ourselves in the right way, then we can really improve our situation, whether we've found ourselves coming into like pain or discomfort or frustration at not being able to learn something new. So that's really the main thing. People are like going, oh my God, what? Yeah.
So more awareness and surprise at how much has changed for little physical activity by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Is it more an internal exploration, would you say?
Yeah, it's starting to learn how to listen to the way the different parts of ourselves are talking with each other. So we start improving that communication between all the different parts of our body and with our moving body, and we start getting much more clear about getting rid of the things that are counterproductive and working against feeling. And so that in the end, people start to feel much more clarity about moving in any direction that they want to move in. Yeah.
Do you think it can help people in their day-to-day lives?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, the other big thing is it just like sparks when the curiosity. Like you really feel. I really feel it when students just start. You can tell when they're starting to feel the curiosity of like, wow, if I just hold my tongue in a different way, or my jaw, or I'm suddenly more able to do the washing up better, or something like that. But it's all, you don't actually. Sometimes we don't realize once we start opening up the body for more movement, that more parts are available to us to move, then we get to use them in creative ways that maybe didn't realize at the start. So I think it can enhance creativity and just the broad intelligence of whatever we're trying to learn or achieve in life. So, yeah.
Is there any connection between Feldenkrais and artistic dance forms?
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of dance improv and contact improv. The Feldenkrais has helped that enormously, just to really clarify how to move efficiently, how to listen to my body in gravity, to use the gravity and use the weight and efficiently, and to know a bit more about which way my weight is pouring. So that's helped. I've had friends, use it as musicians, as visual artists, as writers, and they've all had great, just feel great after they're doing it. It feels like they got more space, they got more breadth, more more space for ideas to emerge, and for that kind of creative flowing state to come online easier.
And as far as being a human being, how can it help us be better humans?
Oh my God.
Or to improve our humanity?
Yeah. Well, I think probably it really opens us up to the world of our senses more fully, to how we can keep open to feeling. So the more open we are to feeling, and then whenever whatever's coming at us in life, there can be maybe more scope to respond in a good way, in an efficient way, to have a little bit more choice, as opposed to like getting a bit anxious and narrow and tight, and we can keep our space and our ground, and I think that's gonna help. I found it helps enormously for our ability to get on with other people, to listen, to be less kind of reactive.
Is there anything else you'd like me to ask that you want to tell the world about Feldenkrais?
I can't think of anything.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to playing and sharing this kind of modality with everyone.
Thanks, Jim.